I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. The four evangelists speak about our character of today. Her name is Mary, but in her time she was known by her origin, that of the village of Magdala next to Lake Galilee. Mary Magdalene demonstrated courage and bravery by following Jesus Christ before, during, and after the crucifixion. While the 12 disciples and other followers of Jesus hid for fear of being killed by the Jews, she was there, not caring what the soldiers might do to her at the tomb. Mary Magdalene was the first person who had the privilege of seeing Jesus after his resurrection and the one who gave the good news to the apostles. It is interesting to be aware that Jesus commissioned a woman as the first person to share the good news of his resurrection at a time when women were often misunderstood and ignored. For this reason, they also call her the apostle among the apostles, because she was the first to announce the resurrection to the other apostles of Jesus. And they call her evangelist, as the bearer of the good news. But prior to all this, Mary Magdalene had been a woman possessed by 7 evil spirits until Jesus freed her from that terrible condition. Friends, when one is possessed, one is automatically an instrument of the devil. Whatever the devil's instruction, he who is in such bondage is unable to resist because he's the devil's property. That person becomes a chronic liar, a thief, a murderer, and a destroyer, doing many harmful things both to himself and to those around him. When Mary Magdalene approached Jesus and he freed her, rescued her, and converted her, Mary Magdalene cried a lot for her previous sins, to the point that today we say when someone is crying a lot, she cries like a Magdalene. But she, in gratitude, was from then on a very important person and instrument for good. In the hands of the Lord, she became a woman whom we can imitate. Mary Magdalene helped Jesus with her goods, as did Susanna and Joanne. In this world today, dominated by materialism, with the example of Mary Magdalene, we can be inspired by her to discipline ourselves and be supporter of the gospel despite the selfish ambitions that exists around us. How much do you invest in the kingdom of God? Can you make sacrifices to advance the message? Like Magdalene, you can go to Jesus with your burden of sin to experience forgiveness. The problems of loneliness, poverty, illness, injustice, unemployment, a problematic marriage, a rebellious child, addiction, and other vices can be stated at Calvary. Jesus can do it for you like he did for Mary Magdalene. Don't let any condition you find yourself in weigh you down with Jesus on your side. When you have Jesus, you will be able to rise strong, even when it seems that hope is gone, because the end of the matter is better than the beginning. If you have been saved, show your gratitude by being a spreader of the gospel. You can give, pray, and tell others about God's love and his mercy for those who ask him for forgiveness from the heart, because he is God, and with God we always win.